China just made the biggest gold move in modern history. 500 tons. Gone. Vanished from Western vaults in less than 18 months. And not a single mainstream news outlet said a word. But here's what should terrify you. They didn't buy at the top. They bought while everyone else was selling. While prices were crashing. While Western investors were panicking. What does China know that you don't? Subscribe now. Because what I'm about to reveal changes everything you think you know about gold, the dollar, and what's coming in March 2026. Let me break this down for you. 500 tons is equal to 16 million ounces. At today's prices, that's over $40 billion in physical gold. Not paper contracts, not ETF shares, real metal. Loaded onto planes, shipped to Shanghai, and locked away in Chinese vaults. And here's the most critical part. It's never coming back. Now, a quick warning before we continue. I never reply to comments offering investment advice. Those are scam accounts. Block them immediately. This channel exists for one reason, to show you the data they do not want you to see. So let me show you the evidence. The Shanghai Gold Exchange reported physical deliveries of over 2,800 tons last year. That's double what London delivered. Double. And every single ounce that enters China stays in China. Their import rules guarantee it. Gold goes in and it never comes out. Read that again. Let every single word sink in. But it gets worse. I pulled the Swiss customs data. Switzerland is home to the world's largest gold refineries. They process most of the world's gold. And right now, a staggering 80% of their output is shipping directly to Asia. Not Europe, not America, Asia. And they're not just shipping standard bars. They're melting down the big 400-ounce Western bars and recasting them into 1-kilo Asian bars. The physical gold is literally being reshaped for Eastern ownership. This is not random, it's coordinated. And here's the part that should genuinely scare you. China isn't buying alone. Brazil is buying, Russia is buying, India is buying, South Africa is buying. The entire BRICS alliance is accumulating gold at the fastest pace in recorded history. Together, these nations now hold over 20% of global gold reserves. And they're building a new payment system, one that bypasses the US dollar completely. Now, pay very close attention to this. March 2026. That's the date of the next IMF currency basket review. China is demanding a higher gold weighting for the yuan. They want their currency to be seen as real money, backed by something tangible. 500 tons of gold positions them to dictate the terms. March 2026. That's the deadline. Let that sink in. So the question becomes obvious. Who is selling all this gold to China and why? Here's what they're not telling you. Western central banks are the sellers, the bullion banks are the facilitators, and the COMEX paper market is the cover story. Right now, the paper to physical ratio on the COMEX sits above 300 to 1. That means for every real ounce of gold, there are 300 paper claims against it. Which one do you believe? The computer screen showing you a price, or the empty vaults showing you reality? While they're showing you paper gold prices, China is loading physical bars onto planes. One is just a number. The other is real wealth. Either Western bankers are the stupidest people on earth, selling real gold for printed paper, or they know exactly what they're doing, and they're not doing it for your benefit. This is not market forces. This is engineered. But here's where it gets interesting for anyone paying attention. Their plan backfired. They tried to suppress prices so they could buy more. Instead, they created the biggest buying opportunity in 40 years. Stackers worldwide are doing exactly what China is doing, converting paper promises into real metal, taking physical delivery, removing it from the system. The price crash didn't kill demand, it exposed their game. So what happens next? Short term, by early 2026, gold will test $3,000 as that March deadline approaches. Medium term, from 2026 through 2027, physical premiums will explode as the BRICS payment system launches. Long term, beyond 2028, a dollar repricing event will force a gold revaluation above $5,000 an ounce. If you're holding physical metal right now, you're not a conspiracy theorist. You are positioned exactly where China is positioned, exactly where Russia is positioned, exactly where the smartest money on earth is positioned. The question is simple. Are you positioned enough? This mirrors 1971 exactly. Before Nixon closed the gold window, the smart money saw the signs. Those who held gold didn't just preserve their wealth, they multiplied it. Those who trusted paper promises lost everything. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes perfectly. So, here's what I need you to do. If this is your first time here, subscribe now. I release videos like this every week. No fluff. No mainstream talking points. Just the data that moves markets. Hit that like button so this video reaches people who need to see it before it's too late. And drop a comment below. Tell me this. Do you believe China is preparing for a dollar collapse, or is this all just a coincidence? I read every single comment. China isn't hoarding 500 tons of gold because they're collectors. They're not building vaults for decoration. They are preparing for a world where paper promises mean nothing and real metal means everything. The question isn't whether that world is coming. The question is which side you'll be on when it arrives. That is not a market. That is a signal. And now you know how to read it. This is JonFunds AG. Invest with logic, not hype. I'll see you in the next one. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing.